Just before beginning, I'll just tell you something. Basically, a client counseling is nothing, but it's a competition format in which just imagine yourself being actual advocates. You're sitting in your chambers, and there's a client who walks in and he has a certain problem. What is going to happen is the client will tell you the problem, you'll come up with a solution from your legal acumen, and based on that, you will take certain actions. Client counseling is an enactment of all of this entire process. It's role playing, if I could be honest, which requires you to think on your feet, think of the best solutions for your client, and of course listen to very carefully to what your client is saying and giving them a solution that they want, not something that you think is right for him, but
I would
something
say
that
it's like going on a date with a very beautiful, chatty girl. Try to involve the date, first date, okay, just the first date, and you're trying your level best to impress them, to ensure ki you're there. Most this beautiful girls or people in general, I think, like to really talk. Okay, they like to unearth themselves as much as possible. It's much of a thoda bahut psychological thing. Okay, yeah, nice. Take notes on me. so, what
Pallavi
you
ma'am has had a lot of dating experience, so yeah, she can
right?
get
Let's
right.
not talk about my personal life. So ensure that you involve them. Okay? Don't talk about yourself. Your date does not want to listen to you, honestly. Okay? They might need a little bit of inputs that are poignant points. मतलब conversation चलती रहनी चाहिए, उतना ही बोलना है. बाकी try to cull them out. Try to make them completely be, like a good doctor. You'd go to a doctor and you'd want to tell them कि सब कुछ क्या क्या हुआ. So make them feel warm like that. So that's it. That is what I would like to talk about it. Now that is one thing जो कि consultation में असली में भी सच होता है और competition में भी सच होता है. Otherwise generally जो patterns, mooting patterns या जो भी हम college में करते हैं, they're not pretty much the same in real life. But that kind of faith in general people should start having in you to be a successful, a professional, I will say.
Also, the most important requisite when you are going for a client counseling competition is to listen. So if you are going as a lawyer, you have to listen to the other side and you have to keep note of everything. That even if like there's a small detail on which you might just miss out, that might lead to a lot of repercussions when you are going for the post consultation session, or when you are going to look at the alternatives of the fact extraction and everything. So it is really important for you to listen. जैसे पल्लवी मैम ने बोला, it's a date, but it's a date where you have to listen most importantly.
Yeah.
वो चीज ध्यान रखना. I think we should begin with it so that these guys can also have a practical approach to it.
Right.
just give me 1 second.
For the purposes of this session, we are going to treat it as if this is an online consultation itself, and like that. Maybe Afrin is sitting in America or something.
I don't look like I'm sitting in America, but thank you. Yes.
We wish for you to sit in America.
Okay. What we can also do is, ma'am and Uvi, so the last time when we had the session, so anytime when we are proceeding, we can just tell them, now we're going to demonstrate this bit. Now we're going to demonstrate this bit, so that they know exactly what's happening. So guys, at the very beginning, what happens is that the two counsels are sitting in a room, and the judges are also sitting in. We don't look at the judges. We assume that the judges are not there. It's like they're not sitting there at all. And the client walks in. You greet the client, and you make the client sit. And so this is something that we're going to demonstrate now. This will be the first aspect. Yes.
Okay.
So for the purpose of this session, Pallavi ma'am and I, we are going to be lawyers, and Afrin is going to be client, just to clarify to all of you.
Yes. Hello, good morning. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Please have a seat. Hi. Would you tell us about yourself?
Yes, hi. So my name is Afrin, and I am a student.
How would you like to be addressed, Afrin?
Just Afrin is fine.
All right, Afrin. Right. I'm Advocate Pallavi Sapaya, and this is my co-counsel, Advocate Omveer Singh, and we will be holding this session for you. We'd like to first begin with the little introductions of how did you come across us?
Okay, yes. So one of my friends, he told me about you, that you are a firm in New Zealand. So I wanted to approach you, but that you have a branch in New Zealand, but that you're operating in Chandigarh, which is where my whole problem is. So that's why I contacted.
Okay. That's really nice. Also, could you please tell us that if you have approached any of your like any lawyer before coming to us for this particular matter only?
No, no, I haven't. You are the first people.
Okay, that's great. So, Afreen, first of all, we would like to guide you through the procedure that we are going to follow in regards to this session. So, first of all, we would like to hear you out, and we will be asking. Following that, we will be asking you some sort of questions that will be. So, we are going to ask those questions so that we can comprehend your problem in a better manner, and we can come out with possible best solutions for you. And then we will be telling you about the possible solutions that arise out of your case. We are going to do this so that it is all a very so that all of us can contribute to the session in a very helpful manner, and we can understand your problem in a better manner. And you do not have to feel hesitant about anything. Please come out as openly as you can.
Okay, I will do that.
Right. Would you like to start off?
I just want to ask you something. Everything I say, not even nobody can actually even force you to reveal all this, right?
Right, of course. Afrin, we'd like to tell you that anything and everything that you tell us is completely confidential. It's our duty. It's a privileged kind of conversation, and nobody can force us to divulge that to anybody. And you can completely unearth yourself to us, and that's completely confidential. And we'd also like to tell you that. For the since this is your first consultation with us, it is completely free of charge, and you can take as much legal counsel from us as possible, and we would like to hear you
Okay, perfect. And this
So,
is also true in case I don't become your, I
completely.
don't, yes, that you
Yes,
don't become
Afrin.
my advocates. Even then, everything is confidential.
Yes, Afrin.
Okay, okay, okay.
also, just in case if you still have any doubts in regards to confidentiality of your matter, we would like to provide you with a non-disclosure agreement. You can sign on the same, and we can also sign on the same, and then that can be a non-disclosure agreement that can be signed between both the parties.
This
Apart
thing
from
shall
yes,
be
yes.
emailed to you in case you give us your email ID or other contact details. We can post it to you also.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think we can begin. I feel confident now.
Uh, Before beginning with the matter, we would first like to know the name of the opposite party, so that just in case if we have any sort of conflict of interest and if we are representing the other party, we should know it beforehand. It will be really helpful for both the sides.
The name of the other party is Das Motors.
That's Motors. Okay.
Dark Matter.
I'll
Where
just
is this
your
Dark
document.
Motors office? Can you tell us about them?
Yes, they are in industrial area in Chandigarh.
Okay, industrial area. How did you come across them, Afrin?
Yes, so basically, I needed a car. I needed to
Right.
buy a car because, no, I mean, we all need a car. So I was thinking as to which car I want, and then eventually I decided that Hyundai is a good car, and Das Motors is a Hyundai dealership.
Right.
So I went to their office in industrial area, Chandigarh. I spoke to the manager. His name is Dilip. I spoke to Dilip, and it was great. And eventually, we struck a deal, and I bought a Hyundai Creta. Okay,
Okay.
so
Hyundai Creta.
yes. So after I bought the Creta, I was told specifically, and this is my basic problem. Okay, so I was told that you cannot basically make any changes in. There is bumper to bumper insurance. Of course, I
Right.
got
Right.
that done and all that. And they told me that there was a schedule which was provided to me, according to which there were dates like in 3 months and then 6 months and then 9 months, etc., on which I had to bring the car, and there'll be free servicing which was being done.
Right.
So a free service for 15 months
For
basically.
15 months.
Yes, and there was a schedule given on which I had to come, and then I could come at any time in between. Okay.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So what happened was that so basically this was it. And then one day I was always following the schedule, and then one day I also decided to take the car again for another servicing. And then when they looked at the car, they said that no, you made some changes in this car. Some denting on the side. You've gotten it done. so you cannot, we will not do the servicing of your car anymore. And this has happened. I bought the car 9 months ago, so I'm well
Right.
within that 15-month period also. But they've refused to service the car, and I really needed service. Otherwise, it's going to go bad and all.
All
So
right.
this is my problem. Yeah.
All right. Can you tell us around which time, when did you buy this car?
Yes. So 9 months ago, exactly from today. So that
All
would
right.
be, yes.
So that is 8th of April 29,
Yes.
2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Right. Can you tell us what modes of instrument of money was it a part consideration? Did you pay all the money? Were there still any installments that were left? Did
No, I
you
bought.
finance the vehicle?
Yes. I bought the car at one go only. There was no EMI system or etc.
Okay, okay, okay. No
Okay.
financing. And it was done via which mode of payment? You
Check.
paid it via a check. All right.
Yeah.
And you're sure as to there was no faltering in the payment of the check.
No, no, there's no bounce of check or something.
Right.
The payment is all done and sorted. There's no problem at all.
Right, right. And you said that you made some, they said that you made some amendments, some denting to the vehicle.
Yes, so this one
How?
time, yes, yes. So this one time, I think 6 months back, I kind of scratched the car. Rather not a scratch, it was hit by a divider a little bit, but it was not exactly divided. It was something on the road because of which the right door, the driver's door, was just pushed inside a little bit. So I had gotten it dented, and that was done outside, not from this service station, but from a cheaper one because obviously these guys charge so much. So I got it done from outside.
So did you have any sort of communication with the organization, with the Das Motor people and the manager before, like, you went on to get your vehicle serviced from somewhere outside? Did you have some sort of communication with them?
So okay, before I got it done from outside, yes, yes, I had gone and told the Das Motor people about it. Yes.
You had.
Okay.
You said there was something, some divider, something on the road. What was it? Can you elucidate?
Yes, it was whenever there is a divider, usually there is this there is this pole sort of a thing which has a highlighter thing on it,
Right,
right?
right, right, right.
So
I
this
understand. I understand.
reflector, it's not a highlighter, reflector.
I just mean to ensure that there were no injuries, any human injuries, some
Oh, no, no,
third
no.
party insurance claims, or somebody dying, or any physical injuries. Were there
No, 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 no.
any
Nothing.
hospitalization, any FIRs, DDRs done?
No, nothing, nothing, nothing
All
at all.
right, you were the sole person, and I hope you were not hurt in that.
No. Thank you so much. I wasn't, but thank you for asking.
All right. And when exactly did this happen, Audrey?
Six months ago, exactly from today.
Okay, 6 months ago, exactly from today.
So
Right,
that is 8th of July 2020.
8th
Yes,
of July.
it is my lucky number, basically.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Unlucky, I'd say.
It's yeah.
right. Could you share the documents related to the sale of the vehicle and the
Yes.
wherever were these the contract this contract that you shall be provided with free service, was this
Yes.
written down, or was this just a verbal promise, and who made this to you, ma'am?
Yes, it was written down. I have papers for it. The manager gave me the papers, and he signed on the papers, and I have signed on the papers. So I think that should hold good. And if you want them, I will definitely send them.
Right.
I will send the documents. Yes.
We shall send you our contact details.
Okay.
We shall email the same to you.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So,
Were you saying something, Advocate Pallavi?
right. I just meant to ask that these documents were, you said, and this person, when this was signed, was this
Mhm.
person, did you ensure was still working for Das Motors?
Yes, yes. The manager, Dilip, he's still there. He's also the same guy that I spoke to before getting my car dented, like Advocate Omvi was asking now. So, like before I went and got my car dented from outside, I had actually made a I made a short trip to Das Motors. I went to Dilip. I told Dilip that hey, so this is happening. I'm getting it done from outside. And Dilip said, yes, yes, it's fine. You can get it done from outside, and the servicing thing will not be affected at all.
This
And this is the
conversation
problem. Yes.
also happened verbally, or did you email it to this person or not?
Oh, this happened verbally, but it was in his office during office hours, and yeah, and technically, I think he has a CCTV there. I don't know. I mean, we can even get it from that. But I'm so sorry, I don't have it in written format. But he did say this to me.
Okay. Afrin, could you tell us if you contacted them after that? What did they say? What was their behavior?
The next conversation was the one when I took my car for servicing on the next scheduled date, which is the 3 month, 6 month, 9 month. So I went on the ninth month date, and they said, no, no, we will not service your car because you've got it dented from outside. And I told them that the lead said this. They said, nahi, nahi, ye to koi baat hi nahi हुई है, आप जाओ यहाँ से.
The manager said this.
Yes, the lead has said that this conversation never happened. And I'm so scared because I don't have proof for this.
No, no, Afrin, you don't have to be scared at all. It's not. I'm sure we can get you out of this very easily. So he refuses to get the servicing done. Right. How much would you? You've not sent them any emails, or you've a lot of people put up things on Facebooks and Twitters to about this. Have you tried to put any kind of pressure on them like that?
Oh yes, I contacted. I actually wrote a tweet of. I tagged Das Motors also. I tagged Hyundai also, and Hyundai said they might. The Hyundai didn't say anything. Actually,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Did they reply?
Also,
Yes.
Did Das Motors reply to it? Did they say address your problem in any way?
Honestly, they are just saving face and they're just hiding themselves, and that's why I've come to you. I know it's been some time. I hope there is not a problem in the fact that I've come late to you or something like that.
No, 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 no. There is nothing
that's
wrong as such.
Yeah, but no, they have not tried to solve my problem. All they're saying is you can come here for servicing and all, but the free service thing, that thing which was there, that is not applying to me. They are not saying I can never show up there, but the free services
what
are gone.
what was your exact communication with the Das Motors when you went for servicing? What did they exactly say?
That the terms that the contract does not hold good anymore because you have changed the terms, something they said like that. You've changed the terms, you've gone beyond the terms, and that's why contract is finished now.
All right.
And the
How?
terms being the fact that I got it dented from outside, which was not allowed in the terms. Oh yes, I think I have forgotten to mention that in the contract it was written that in the contract it was written that I cannot get any servicing done from any other motor service place except for Das Motors. But that's the point, right? I spoke to Dilip and he said, no, it's okay. You can go and get it done from outside. So that's why I thought if Dilip is saying it's okay now.
Okay.
Afrin, we totally understand your concern, and I think that you are totally within your rights when you're saying that you had a word with Deep and then you went on ahead with that. But it is important for us to understand that what was the exact. I mean, so like you've mentioned. Can you please also tell us that how did this communication establish between both of you? Like, so did they tell this to you in verbal format or did they tell this to you in written format? I
Yes.
mean, that they'll not be proceeding with the servicing.
Yes, the contract between us is in written format. Dilip in my conversation where he says you can get it done from anywhere and we can still go ahead with the servicing was in verbal format. And them telling me that the service contract is cancelled is was in verbal format. But then they gave me a receipt also. I have a little receipt which says that the servicing thing cannot be gone ahead with anymore.
Right. Okay. Afrin, we need to know how huge was this denting that you've gotten done? How
Okay.
much did it cost you? Where did you get it done from?
Yes.
And are these people certified people? Otherwise, except for the dealership, are they certified people to have done this?
Okay, so it's on the motor market. It's not, matlab, they have a legitimate business. I can say this for sure. Certification, I really don't know about. But I think when I had the conversation, he said you can get it done from anywhere. Whatever you do, that won't get affected. Your denting outside will not affect the fact that we're still doing free servicing for you. But since you've asked me, the denting was worth 7,000 rupees.
7,000 rupees.
And the servicing that they're refusing now, the free servicing, then they're refusing the 9th month service and the 15th month free service. That in itself, if we calculate those costs, they will come out to be about 2.5 lakhs.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, Advocate Ombir.
Thank you, Advocate Pallavi. Afreen, can you please also tell us that what was the purpose of like buying this vehicle? I mean, can you please elucidate us on the same? Like, did you buy it for personal use or what?
Okay. Yes. Personal use only. All of us sit together in the vehicle. Me and all the members of my organization.
Afreen, can you please tell us that what organization do you work in? And was it bought for your personal use or was it bought for your organizational use?
Oh, no. The car is not my personal car. It's the organization's.
Okay.
It's the organization's car. We're actually a trust. The name of the trust is Youth India Foundation, and we are a trust, and we're basically helping out children to fulfill their sports dreams. Because if they, for sportsmen, we give out money, and we receive donations from all different places. It's basically a trust, and the car was bought in the name of the trust. I'm not the owner of the car, but I've come here. I'm representing the trust. I'm coming here from the side of my entire board.
Right.
So has-
you mentioned you're a student. What is the position that you hold for this trust?
Yes.
I'm a full-time member. I may be a student, but it's a startup basically. But we're doing great. Thanks for asking.
It's a trust startup. That's a very innovative idea. How did you chance upon it, and how are you people going for it?
I found the idea on Twitter.
Right. Good.
You seem to be doing really good work. And apart from that, okay, so can you please tell us that did the trust give you the requisite authority before like you could go and buy the vehicle for your before you could go and buy the vehicle for the trust?
Yes, and everybody is
You
aware
have-
about this
yes.
entire problem also. Yes,
And right now you've come to us in a personal capacity or as a member of the trust?
member of the trust.
Okay. Right. We would like to, as whenever this happens, we'd like to help you understand that we will need to see the authority that West you to approach us through the trust. It's not like we do not trust you, but like the trust has to trust you. Yeah. Right.
That's good.
Okay.
Good. Yes, Advocate Pallavi, I have a document with me which says that I have the trust's trust. I will give you that because I trust you.
Right. So, in that case, I'd like to. It was not a very major change that you made in the vehicle,
No.
right? You did not. How was the vehicle generally used? Everybody, it is only used for conducting the meetings of the trust.
Yes, also sometimes we put some sometimes we have to travel and we want to carry some material. So we put it in the car or we use it to carpool to get every member of the trust together or something. Just I see all these random miscellaneous purposes.
All right.
Okay.
In that case, we have some suggestions for you. After, I'd like to, Advocate Ombir, do you have any further questions?
I do not think I have any further questions, but like I would just like to ask Afreen that whether she has anything else to tell us, or like whether there is anything else which she thinks that might just make her case weak or might make her case stronger. Is there some sort of other information available with you?
I just want to say that I want to file a case on this guy and we want him to suffer.
Okay.
That's completely understandable, Afreen. We can understand that somebody not following their promises, how can that feel? And we'd like to assure you that we have served many clients for when they have come with problems with it like these. Advocate Ombir shall now summarize all that you have told us.
Okay.
Then we can proceed towards telling you a legal remedy.
Okay.
Right.
If I miss out on anything, then just kindly let me know.
Yes.
So basically, Afreen, you bought a vehicle from Das Motors Chandigarh, which is located in industrial area. You bought a Hyundai Creta, and Mr. Dilip works as a manager there. And this Hyundai Creta was bought for the use of your trust, and you have been given the requisite authority by the trust in order to represent them. And the terms of the contract when you entered into when you bought this vehicle were that there will be a bumper to bumper insurance, and you cannot get it amended. You cannot get your vehicle serviced from any other location apart from the Das Motors showroom. And if in case you do that, then they will not be providing you with the 15 months of free servicing that they provide initially. So you suffered an accident on 8th of July, which is really sad. And following that, after the accident, you went for a servicing. You went to Mr. Dilip and you had a word with Mr. Dilip that whether you can get your vehicle serviced from any other place or not, because it is normal human tendency in order to, like, to go for a cheaper place when like they can get something good done at the same price. And so Mr. Dilip agreed to that, and Mr. Dilip said that you can definitely get that done, and you had clearly clarified to him whether whether you will be getting the free servicing or not. And to which Mr. Dilip said that yes, you will be provided with free servicing. Following this, you went to him on 8th of. Following this, you went to them on 8th of. You went to them in regards to the sale. In regards to 8th of April. Sorry. 8th of April was the date of sale. Following which you went to them for servicing, which they said that okay, they will not be providing you with the servicing right now, and the only reason for that is because you got your vehicle serviced from some other place. And then you had a conversation with Mr. Dilip, and Mr. Dilip said that no, you did not have a conversation with him in regards to the servicing and the innovation of the contract. And this is the main reason because of which you are here. And right now you want to sue this particular individual and the particular organization, and that's all that you see. Are we right on that?
Yes, I just want that. That we do like a court case. I think that's the best thing, because I think in these situations you do that. But if you have any other suggestions which you think are more useful, then I can definitely think.
Right. We can start. I can start briefing you with that. So,
ma'am, just a second. So, guys, just telling them, after this point, up till this point, we've discussed all the facts, everything that had happened. And now we're coming to the solution, like we've given you a structure right at the beginning. So, अब हम solution वाले part पे आएंगे, right?
Also, this is not a part of your post consultation. Abhi consultation ही चल रहा है because the client is sitting right now and will be telling the client that what all solutions or what all possible ways the client has. Post consultation इसके बाद होगा. So do not think of it as post consultation.
Yeah, there are two rounds. One is the consultation where everyone is sitting together, and the post consultation where the client leaves and the two people talk together. So this is still part of the first round. Yeah.
Now, so Ms. Afreen, we'd like to tell you one thing, that it's a very common clause in often these kind of agreements that are given, that there no amendment or no modification as such to the vehicle can be done, right? And they have the right to deny these kind of services. But what it's very important to understand what is a modification to the vehicle. As far as we go and we hear about that you have only done some denting to the vehicle, that cannot be called any modification as such, right? Any modification which is huge enough has to be endorsed in the RC, right? Then and then only can it called be a modification as such. So in that case, the Das Motors cannot deny the service that they agreed that they shall give you, and for whatever consideration that you paid to them, what they are doing is a deficiency in services, and we can proceed to them on the grounds of we can either approach a civil court, since this is a money related issue, and or we can go to the or we can approach a consumer forum. But since you happen to mention that you come from a trust, we shall have to see if at all it is possible to which court would be the right forum for that.
Why?
So that
why is this trust issue coming?
So, I mean, there is this recent judgment which was passed by the Supreme Court in 2018. That is your judgment of Canara Bank versus Pratishthan Yojana. In that particular judgment, the Supreme Court had clearly specified that a trust cannot be considered a consumer, and a trust does not actually count as a consumer. So that is why we cannot, since a trust is not a consumer, therefore we cannot proceed with your case to a consumer forum. And
So
the only
consumers can find cases, then other people can't.
Afrin, now that the new, it's we as a firm are very interested. We like to make our clients feel as involved as much as possible, unlike a lot of other firms. Hence, we'd like to give you the legal requisite. But in case you think that this is too much for you and you do not want to know, then we can skip this portion, which is the technicalities are in safe hands, and we shall handle it. But I shall tell you for your knowledge that ever since the new act, which is the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, has come into force in June 2020, there might be some scope and possibility that we could approach a consumer forum. But in case we are not able to go to the Consumer Commission, then we can definitely, or the courts or the civil courts are open as though they're a temple all the times for aggrieved people like you.
Okay, so there are two different courts, basically.
No, there are a lot of courts, right? Now,
Also, I mean, Advocate Pallavi, do you want to say something?
No. After you.
Also, like, I mean, even though you have clearly specified that your intent is to sue them and you want to go to the court, but still we would like to tell you that there is always an option of mediation, which is like less cumbersome and which will be less stressful for you as well. So when we go for mediation, what we are going to basically do is that both the parties are going to sit next to each other and we'll be having a discussion and we'll try to sort it out outside the court, so that you don't have to go to the court, and we can save the litigation cost. We can save the litigation cost and the court fees and everything, which might have been involved otherwise. So that is also available as an option, and it will be less stressful for you. So you can also consider that option.
See, advocates, I'll tell you what I want is card servicing to be done. Basically, yes, I know I came from a rare place where I hate them, but we have to get the job done, right? And the job getting done is if the car servicing can get done. If you think that we should go in that mediation thing first, so we can do that. So you just tell me what I'm required to do.
Right. Even before that, Afin, we'd like to discuss that since we could first ask them politely, probably via a legal notice, asking them to please render their services and make themselves to render their services and complete the parts of the contract, right?
Okay.
In case that does not happen, a legal notice is required to be served to first intimate the other party that we intend to go for legal proceedings against them. And once that is served, we shall wait for 1 month, a period of 1 month, and then choose a forum. You have your time to choose if you want to go to mediation, where you can sit and talk to Das Motors, or you want to go to the court. We would like to suggest that it's not a very huge issue. Then we can definitely conclude it via the modes of a mediation also.
Okay. Whatever you think is best, I'm in for it because, yes, because I'm very impressed by the both of you, and I think you know what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. If that shall be all, then Advocate Omveer shall would discuss the fee structure with you.
But you told me this is a free session.
This one is definitely a free session, but in case you choose to hire us, right, then how should that proceed? Advocate Omveer shall handle that.
Okay.
Also, I mean, we are really thankful that you are impressed by us. And for that, first of all, we would like to give you the Wakalatnama. We'll be sending you a copy of Wakalatnama, just in case you are sure that you want to hire us. And in regards to fee structure, so we have even though we have a flexible fee structure, but right now, I mean, since you are a student and you've come here in order to represent a firm, represent a trust, which is like really working for the development of sports and all, then we would like to let you know that the fees that we have for such cases and in such conditions is like for every session of mediation that we'll be going, we'll be taking 10,000 rupees, since like you have agreed to the fact that we should first go to mediation. So we'll be taking 10,000 rupees from you for the first few sessions, and following which we will again tell you those things. I mean,
but Mr. Omveer, I don't have so much money. We just told you we're students and this is just a startup. Startup trust. We don't have this money, Mr. Omveer.
See, Afrin, the thing is that this 10,000 rupees involves the entire drafting cost and the entire cost that that we'll be charging in order to the entire stationery cost. It involves the drafting cost.
I will give you stationery, Mr. Omveer. Please don't charge us so much.
we totally understand that you are really great person, that you will be providing us with stationery and all, but still the only issue with us is that we'll be providing you with services, and we'll be trying to get your matter sorted in like in very few sessions only, so that you don't have to feel the burden of the entire cost. And apart from that, we can also seek this money from the other party, because like this is because of their cause that that you have to go through this entire process, this entire cumbersome process. So we can also seek money from them, and then we can accordingly work it out.
Mr. Umli, I have an idea. If both the advocates are okay with it, so what we can do is, when we get any money from these guys, from the motors and all, you can just take a percentage from that.
I mean,
I think that's a very good, novel suggestion. But we'd just like to tell you that stops us, that bars us from any personal interest. As advocates, we're not allowed to have any personal interest in our cases, and that's a ethical and moral issue for us. And the same shall not be entertainable. We do still, despite having any personal interest, we'd still like to extend all our professional services in the full flair possible.
Okay. So then there's nothing we can't, because we also have some, trust also has a little land. Even we can't give you that piece of the land.
No land is possible. That is also, it's queer that you have land, but you don't have so much money. Probably you could, if you
make new office on it.
No, you make your office, ma'am. That's what we'd like you to do. Proliferate as much as possible.
Yeah.
But we shall stick to the fee schedule that our advocate Omveer is suggesting.
Yes, I understand. I just don't know what this Wakalatnama is.
Right. A Wakalatnama is basically a document. The way you, when you give us the right to appear for you in the court, right, or to represent you, to be to basically to just execute the things that are needed in the court for the procedure of the court. It does not mean that you're giving away any rights. It just says that we can speak on your behalf, and you can.
Basically, you sign us as your lawyers. That's it.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is great. So what I'll let's So just tell me whatever documents you need, and then whatever we do after this, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So we will be providing you with a list of documents. We'll be emailing them to you, and you can furnish the same documents to us, and we can proceed with the matter.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
And we can have a meeting soon again.
Right.
Yeah. We are available for you 24/7. You can give us a call whenever you feel an issue.
Yes. Thank you so much. My secretary will reach out to you. I may be a starter, but I have a secretary. So.
That's great. We are really happy with your program.
It's very nice that young people like you are taking up good. Right. That young people like you are doing up things. That is very nice. Very appreciable.
Thank you so much. Okay.
So are we done?
Yeah. I think we're done. So this will be the end of the consultation, technically.
Consultation.
Before we move to the post consultation session, I would like to tell you कि exactly हम लोगों से एक दो चीजें जो हमें शायद कर लेनी चाहिए थे, which would have made the session a bit better. तो शायद हमसे miss out हो गए because we have also not connected in a long time. एक तो पहली चीज I think we missed out on कि हमने पहले इनसे नहीं पूछा that what sort of money do you make or what sort of money does your trust make. So अगर हमें उस चीज का idea होता तो हमें वो 10,000.
Then accordingly you can quote fees.
So what we did when we went for the competition and what I suggest is a very rational approach is कि एक fees का अपना table बना लो according to your income tax के slabs, and उसके accordingly उसमें दो prices रखो. One is your highest price that you are going to seek from a client, which is going to be your first price that you are going to quote, and second is your lowest price जिस पर तुम agree कर सकते हो, और उस price के नीचे मत जाना. ठीक है. So वो चीज तुम लोग एक चीज कर सकते हो हमेशा. So like this is one of those documents जो तुम्हें ऐसे ready रखना चाहिए अपने पास में. Also second thing, I think मैम हमने एक और चीज मिस आउट कर दी, वो थी कि हमने दास मोटर्स का तो एड्रेस ले लिया, बट हमने आफरीन का एड्रेस नहीं लिया, which is also important just in case if we want to communicate with her and अगर हमें भी इसको भी ऐसे कुछ ना
तो बोला तो था मैंने जब ईमेल दे देना अपना तब हम भेज देंगे. Is not possible because of the physical distance. Otherwise, मतलब it's much that kind of information, this kind of basic information that what are you wearing type of छोटी चीजें are not that difficult. We don't miss out that generally. So that was okay. I think often what we also do is you suggest that there is some kind of pro bono that we do, and also suggesting the fees for a legal notice. कि पहले हम legal notice कितने पैसे लेंगे ऐसे.
Yeah. And
But
But I
pro
think
bono,
we did not miss much.
yeah, we did not miss out much on it. Also, I think एक और चीज, I mean, which is a very important thing and which I've been telling teams, इसकी हमेशा ये चीज जरूर पूछना जब पूरा का पूरा हो जाए कि हम किसी चीज पे मिस आउट तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, या आपके पार्ट पे कुछ ऐसी गलती तो नहीं है जो आप हमको अभी तक नहीं बता रहे हो, या आपके पार्ट पे ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन जो आपके केस को स्ट्रॉन्ग करके अभी कर दे. अब जैसे सपोजली फॉर रेप विक्टिम, आई मीन ऐसे तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्डली तुमको ये पूछना चाहिए कि क्या गलती, मतलब आपके पार्ट पे तो कोई गलती नहीं है, क्योंकि होता है कि बैंक नहीं आके बताता उसके पार्ट पे गलती होती है, बट जस्ट इन केस जैसे कुछ कुछ सेंसिटिव मैटर्स होता है. अब मान लो सपोजली आप रेप विक्टिम इज कमिंग, सो यू कांट बी आस्किंग हर कि भाई आपके पार्ट पे कोई गलती तो नहीं है. Yeah, so you can't be making such statements. उस केस में you can just ask them, is there any other information which you're trying to say, which you know, which you have not told us अभी तक, and which might be helpful or which might be detrimental to your case. तो उसको ऐसे sugar coat करके
प्लांट कर रखा होता है कोई ये बंदे जो क्लाइंट्स होते हैं, to say that at the end moment to kill your time.
Yeah. And otherwise, the format of this thing is like
हाँ कि जो वहाँ पे जजेस बैठे होते हैं, they have a list of facts जिसमें से कुछ फैक्ट्स, उनके फैक्ट्स मतलब लाइक अ ट्रेजर हंट, ओके, कि ये तो इजीली मिल जाएगा, तो बर्ड्स आई व्यू में ये तो ये इजीली बता देगा. जैसे इसका नाम पूछना, वो टिक टिक करते जाते हैं कि क्या क्या इन्होंने पूछ लिया. फिर कुछ उन्होंने बड़े स्कोर वाले पॉइंट्स होते हैं जिसमें ऐसा होता है कि सम हिडन थिंग्स जो कि उसने नहीं बताई बट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी टारगेटेड, तो उसके लिए भी वो टिक मारते हैं. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि तुम उन्हें इतना इंपॉर्टेंट, इतना ठीक फील कराओ और सही क्वेश्चंस पूछो. एक क्लाइंट कंसल्टेशन का पॉइंट सही जवाब, सही चीज देना नहीं है. ये उसको इतना हल्का, क्योंकि सोचो एज एन एडवोकेट यू ऑलवेज हैव द टाइम टू लुक अप योर बुक्स, कंसल्ट समबडी एंड देन अप्रोच द राइट कोर्ट. बट उस टाइम पे वो तुम इंफॉर्मेशन किस बेस पे वो बाद में की लीगल नॉलेज कब निकालोगे, कैसे निकालोगे, उसके लिए तुम्हारे पास फैक्ट्स सही होने चाहिए. ये फैक्ट्स कलिंग सेशन है, एक तरह का ट्रेजर हंट सेशन है जो कि उसकी बातों से तुम्हें निकालना है कि वो तुम्हें फिर से मिले. That's how a good date happens. You have to hit the right things so that you meet again. Okay. Yeah. Everybody take note.
And the other thing here is that basically when how this competition is happening is the two clients before the beginning of the competition, everybody is told certain areas of law. जैसे मान लेते हैं contract, consumer and labor law. अभी के लिए 3 laws. Everybody's told जब notice निकलता है, everybody's told that these are the 3 areas of laws that the client consultation will be touching upon. So what the clients are doing in the preparation time before they go for the actual competition is they are reading upon these laws and they are practicing, जैसे हमने अभी करा. Eventually you go and walk into the competition where you are sitting, both the clients will be counsels will be sitting. अब जो client walking करता है, who I was in this entire scenario, वो क्या कहानी बता रहे हैं. सो जो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स होते हैं वो क्लाइंट्स को एक स्क्रिप्ट पकड़ाते हैं जिसमें इंफॉर्मेशन 2 तरह की होती है. एक तो जो वो इंफॉर्मेशन सारी बोल देगा और एक इंफॉर्मेशन होती है जो वो हाइड करेगा और तब बोलेगा जब उससे रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो जो हर क्लाइंट होता है वो एक स्क्रिप्ट के साथ आता है. यही सेम स्क्रिप्ट जजेस के पास अवेलेबल होती है, फैक्ट्स के साथ, हिडन फैक्ट्स एंड द जनरल फैक्ट्स. तो एट एनी पॉइंट अगर क्लाइंट कोई स्टोरी बनाने लग जाता है, दे नो कि वो कुछ अलग ही टैंजेंट पे चला गया. बट एवरी टाइम जो काउंसलर्स उससे सवाल पूछ के वो सीक्रेट इन्फॉर्मेशन निकालते हैं, तो जज अपनी मार्कशीट पे भी मार्क करता रहता है कि हाँ ओके इन्होंने ये कवर कर दिया, हाँ ये एक्सट्रैक्ट हो गया, ये एक्सट्रैक्ट हो गया.
और साथ साथ में पैरेलली एक बेस्ट क्लाइंट कंपटीशन भी चल रहा होता है, तो दे आर आल्सो ऑब्लिगेटेड कि वो फालतू में तंग ना करें. ठीक है, तो ये मत सोचो कि वो अननेसेसरली वहां पे रोना शुरू हो जाएगा, कुछ ज्यादा ही ड्रामे करेगा. मतलब उन्होंने अपने प्रॉप को भी पकड़ के रखा है एक तरह से. सो दैट
also just in case ऐसे वो सामने वाला अगर तुम्हारे सामने नाटक कर भी रहा है ना, that doesn't mean कि तुम्हारा केस वीक होता जा रहा है. I mean I remember कि हमारे क्लाइंट ने बहुत ज्यादा बुलाया था. It was because of हाँ, so we took chai and all as well, but it was because of his behavior कि उसने हमें इतना ज्यादा तंग किया था कि बेंच ने भी देखा कि हाँ ठीक है, like you know this guy is doing this thing, so उसकी वजह से भी हमें ब्राउनी पॉइंट सुने. How do you handle जब एक क्लाइंट आ रहा है और वो सिर्फ रो.
Okay.
I think we lost
the meeting. I will do the post consultation myself then. Umbir had to appear for an arbitration matter. I'm very sorry to Ms. Afreen. He's a very busy client. He's actually appearing in USA right now.
Oh yes, great. Yeah, but otherwise, what they both said right now is कि जो clients होते हैं, they also come in with their own temperament. Some clients are angry, some clients are sad, some clients are extremely energetic, some clients are secretive. So you have to understand the demeanor of the client, and you also have to be sensitive. Like if you notice in the middle of the session, I mentioned कि मेरा एक accident हुआ था, and all it takes is the advocate which Pallavi ma'am asked, कि are you okay? I hope you're doing okay and all of that. So that makes all the difference. You have to be empathetic and you have to care for the client, but at the same time be objective also. So it's a balance.
Okay. Umbi is now taking a break from the arbitration he was attending in America.
Yeah. Okay, so Abhi, what we can do is, so guys, since
We'll
the
do it.
consultation is over, we'll do the two counsels will do a post consultation. So at this in this, if I set up the stage, if I may, the client has already walked out of the room. जो room होता है, they've walked out. They don't know अब क्या हो रहा है, और पीछे से these two are talking as if they are alone in their chambers, and the judges will be still sitting in and watching and hearing what they have to say. And they are alone now, and they can say whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Now I would like to tell you कि what are the things that we really have to मतलब क्या बोलना होता है. उनके पास एक और शीट होती है जहां पे वो लिखते जाते हैं कि पहली बात, जो भी ऑफेंस या जो भी इशू हुआ है वो इशू क्या है, उसका नाम लेना. अगर रेप हुआ है तो आईपीसी के हिसाब से उसका नाम क्या है, ठीक है, वो शब्द बोलना एक नंबर आपको देता है. फिर दूसरी बात कि हम उसे किस कोर्ट में ले जाएंगे या फिर किस एक्ट के अंडर अप्रोच करेंगे, वो बोलना जरूरी है. And then casually talking, in case you can throw in some judgments, nothing like that. That ensures that you're going to Ireland, unlike us. Okay? So just like throw in that. And then us time pe don't try to talk any facts. Now this is your point when you talk law. But still the more number are for collecting the facts. Let's start on there.
Yeah. So, Advocate Pallavi, I think it's a really strong case on our end. I mean, I think that the client she was really right.
Bhavika, you need to.
Bhavika, can you please mute yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think it's a really strong case, and I think our client is legally within her rights, is legally within the rights when when Afreen came in when she was talking about the trust. When she was talking about the case. So the thing that has happened is that there was this vicarious liability from the end of the last notice. Even in case if they are denying the fact, still there was some sort of vicarious liability which was there since the manager was working, and Afreen has clearly specified that she went within the office hours. And that clearly specifies that, so the manager who was working as an agent for the company, he told her that,
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
I will say I was honestly waiting. I was waiting for somebody to approach us to come under the Consumer Act. And I think I have a feeling that we can still approach the Consumer Court now that the new act has come in. And the definition of a consumer has been widened. I think there is nothing like it. And under subsection 7 of 2, the Consumer Protection Act now, it has so much power. I think we can completely win this for Afreen and her trust. Though I think we should check up on Afreen as to what are the modifications that she had made. This is very different and very peculiar of this Das Motors to deny it on a very small issue. I do think that we might not at all need to go to the court, and this can be settled via mediation itself.
And I mean, yes, you are completely right when you're saying that you wanted somebody to approach, and so that we can go to the consumer forum. The only thing which could have proved detrimental to us was the 2018 judgment. But I think we should check out on the new amendment and how the definition has been amended. I think it still falls within the definition of consumer, and we can directly go and approach the consumer forum. Apart from that, I think when the manager had clearly specified that they can go ahead and Afreen can go ahead with the renting process and with the servicing thing, I think there was a novation of the contract which had happened, and therefore Afreen was clearly within the rights when, like, she went on to get her servicing done as well.
Though Omvi, what is very interesting is, did you read in Justice Indira Banerjee's judgment that has come a day or two before, where they mentioned that where then acceptance of a contract after putting in a new condition is no acceptance but only a counter proposal. I think that is something that we really need to look upon in case we go through a civil court. I will share that judgment with you. The Supreme Court has affirmed this, and in case the opposing clients are very intelligent and very update with their knowledge, I think this can pose a problem later on.
Yeah, I mean, we should go through the judgment as well, but also we need to consider that the client has totally agreed that she is also ready for a mediation session as well. I mean,
yeah, I think it would be much better.
Yeah.
The judgment is called Padya Timber versus Visakhapatnam Port Trust.
Okay.
Though I think it will be a much easier and small issue since the money is not so much involved. I think 2.23 lakhs are not so much, honestly, that we should go to a full-fledged court. Otherwise, the litigation cost shall be quite a lot for the client.
Yeah, considering that Das Motors is doing fairly well, and that's a Hyundai showroom which is like recently, which has been
Right, I believe we will be able to.
Yeah, we will be able to do it, and I don't think that we need to take this matter ahead in the court. We can probably sort it out through the mediation sessions only.
Right.
So that should work for us.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that is about this, and we should call it a day. And yeah, today has been a successful day.
Yeah, finally
Right.
we could have some earning.
Yeah, let's go chug some beer and pizza.
Okay, you don't add the last lines.
Yeah, last lines are not added, guys.
Last lines are only for AI people.
Right. Okay. We're open to questions now.
Yes. So, ma'am, just before the questioning starts, and I just want to point out certain things. If everybody would have noticed what the basic difference between the consultation and the post consultation was, when they were talking to the client, they were talking in a layman language. They didn't talk about the legal nitty-gritties. They didn't talk about sections, names of acts, or use heavy words like concluded contract, yeah, alteration, novation, and all. So that's the difference, because when you talk to the client, you don't have to, you're considering them as a normal person who's not going to, catch up on this, all these legal words. But the difference comes when there is a post consultation, because there are only two advocates sitting. And of course, your advocate will know these legal nitty gritties. So then you're throwing around sections, names of acts, recently coming out judgments, the Apex Court, what Indira Banerjee said, which was actually super, because I also read it just yesterday. So, so you're talking it's all legal, everything and anything. So वहाँ पे आपने सारा अपना legal knowledge आपने show off करा, and that is the whole point of the post consultation, because they're marking you on the legal aspects, because this is a law competition at the end of the day. Okay?
Also, it's like पहले तुम hold करते हो और यहाँ पे तुम अपने सारे guns, you come with all your guns blazing at this particular point of time. जितना भी तुम्हारे arsenal में है, just throw it away. और इसके अलावा भी one thing that you can also do is कि when you are, जब तुम इसके लिए आते हो, post consultation के लिए आते हो, never look at your judges अभी भी. You should just be looking at your fellow counsel who's there, and you should be interacting with them only. Right now also you have to believe that there are no judges in the courtroom. Once they start asking you questions, that's when you have to start addressing them. Otherwise, you just have to believe that only you both are left there in the courtroom. If there is no one else there sitting in the courtroom.
Which brings me to the point which Omvi just mentioned. So, is post consultation where two things can happen. Either both the counsels are talking to each other and they start the conversation, they conclude it. But usually, this is not what's happening in these days, like in these competitions. So, usually in the middle, judges will start asking you questions. They can be like, why did you choose this path of, mode of resolution, or why did you not give this kind of...
They ask questions also sometimes, yeah.
And sometimes the entire session, they just as the post consultation begins, sometimes they start with questions only. So you'll have to adapt. You'll have to, whenever you answer the questions, answer them in precise, crisp form, and make sure you satisfy them with whatever their doubt is, and also showing off your legal acumen at that point of time. And the third thing that can happen, just 1 second only.
Yeah.
And the other thing that can happen is the entire post consultation ends, and then there is a separate Q&A session, which is also the format being followed in some colleges.
Managing time can become an issue. अभी तो हम तो कुछ भी बोलते चले गए. They give you like 15 to 14 minutes, and you have to ensure कि you do a post consultation in that, and you do a consultation in that. That can be an issue, but I think we can धीरे-धीरे resolve it as in when everybody goes on good dates.
Yeah.
It's
And you
more
were
of
saying?
a practice. Yeah. Also, what I was saying was, जब तुम post consultation के लिए आते हो, so one other important thing which you need to consider is कि जब post consultation की बात हो रही है, so you just don't have to specify कि legal needs क्या थे. You also have to give some sort of consideration to the emotional needs of the client. अब just supposedly अगर हम यहाँ पे directly ये case कर लेते, so that is fine. I mean, we can directly go to the court as well. हमारे क्लाइंट ने एंड में बोल ही दिया कि नहीं भाई, हमें तो क्या है कि मुझे तो सिर्फ अपना पैसा चाहिए, मुझे पैसा आ जाए, उससे मेरा काम हो गया. तो उस केस में तुम्हारे सिर्फ और सिर्फ लीगल नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करने के मार्क्स नहीं होते, तुम्हारे इमोशनल नीड्स और इमोशनल जो पूरा का पूरा सिनेरियो है उसके भी मार्क्स मिलते हैं कि हाउ आर यू डीलिंग विद द इमोशनल नीड्स ऑफ द क्लाइंट. तो तुम्हें इमोशनल नीड्स को कंसीडर करना है, तो तुम्हें वहां पे स्पेसिफाई करना पड़ेगा. सपोजिटली अब अगर हम मीडिएशन के लिए जा रहे हैं, तो हमें स्पेसिफाई करना पड़ेगा कि अच्छा, दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई वी चोज मीडिएशन एज द बेटर वे आउट ऑफ इट. एंड वहां पे तुम डायरेक्टली सिर्फ ये मतलब टॉक अबाउट कि हाँ तुम्हारा केस कैसे कैसे स्ट्रेंथेंड है और क्या क्या तुम्हारे पास लीगल पॉइंट्स है. But you also tell कि तो तुमने mediation opt किया out of the 2 alternatives that you had. वो चीज भी कर लेना.
Yes, and if Pallavi ma'am could just throw a little bit of light on ethicality, because that came up also. And
Which kind of ethicalities?
Ethicality. ma'am.
Ethicalities, right. This definitely happens. ये भी एक नंबर हमेशा होता है कि हमें पता होना चाहिए, मतलब again, like a good date. I would love saying that. Like a very good date. You don't hint at no very, no sexual harassment can happen, right? Understand your limits. Understand your limits. You can't already ask too many questions कि ये भी दिखा दो, वो भी दिखा दो, जाएंगे घर, कोई बात नहीं, आराम से. Client अंदर लो पहले, ठीक है? ठीक है? सब करेंगे, धीरे-धीरे hold your horses. To understand ki what is the level, and for that you read the Advocates Act. The Advocate Act gives a number of ethical issues कि आपने एक इंसान को मतलब जैसे उम्मीद ने सबसे पहले पूछा था कि आपका opposing बंदा कौन है. ये नहीं कि आप इसको भी उसको पहले से represent कर रहे हो, तुम generally उसके client हो, तो तुम इनके यहाँ भी चले जाओ. ये भी एक ethical बात है that often this happens like a lot of very people like now big people, उनके साथ ना to जानबूझ के to stop them from appearing on the opposite side. Say now you go to Afreen to for this matter. Now you don't want कि Harish Salve should appear on the other side. What do? They go for a consultation to that person already. क्योंकि एक बारी अगर उसका interest involved हो चुका है, किसी भी तरह की फीस उसने दे दी या कुछ कर दिया, that person cannot appear. Sometimes you have to be that ethically, that moral. Now, ठीक है? So
नहीं बोलो.
So you have to be that ethically moral. You cannot be scouting for anybody. You cannot do these kind of things. So जैसे उम्मीद ने ये बोला, then there are other things about पैसे कैसे लेना है. इंडिया में ये नहीं, अगर तुम्हें ये कोई तुम्हें पूछे कि आप हमें कैसे मिले, तो कहना हमने आपकी एड देखी YouTube पे. इंडिया में it's not allowed. Your advocates are not making ads. You cannot make ads. So those are the, मतलब you have to ensure, read the Advocates Act, you will understand. It's not a very big thing. Just be very polite and your demeanor should be correct. Umir.
So like, I mean, honestly, to be very honest, when we went for our client counseling thing, I don't think that we were aware कि ऐसे ethical issue आएगा. It was the first, I mean, the first event that you knew.
ऐसे नहीं आगे चले गए थे पर मुझे
अरे वो I agree, but I think हमारा जब पहला केस आया था ना, then we realized कि नहीं, हर केस में ethical issue आएगा.
मुझे पता था
जब आई थी, when she came in, client और उसने बोला
क्या है भाई, अच्छा इसीलिए नहीं गया मार्लिन, तू मिल मुझे.
नहीं, अच्छा चलो ठीक है, but हाँ, I mean, the thing is कि जब भी तुम ऐसे client counseling के लिए जाओगे, तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है, जो भी तुम्हारा एथिकल इशू होता है वो नॉर्मली एट द एंड ही आता है. आई मीन जनरली आता है, बट ये कोई कंपलसरी नहीं है कि एट द एंड ही आएगा. केस डिस्कस हो रही है या कुछ और डिस्कस हो रहा है, तो नॉर्मली एथिकल इशू जो आता है वो एंड ऑफ द केस के साइड में ही आता है. तो उस चीज का ध्यान है, मतलब उस तरीके से भी तुम्हें एक हिंट लग सकता है उस चीज का.
So like यहाँ पे ethical issue was कि जो मैंने कहा था कि I'll give you my land, land ले लो, I'll give you my jewelry ले लो, या
बोले मेरे ट्रस्ट में हिस्सा बन जाओ,
और the fact that हम जो जीते money उस winnings का कोई percentage ले लो, something like that. So to know what these ethical issues are, you have to read the Advocates Act. उसमें सब लिखे हुए हैं, मतलब एथिकली जो भी अलाउड है डिसअलाउड है, एडवोकेट्स एक्ट है, बार काउंसिल की गाइडलाइंस है,
गाइडलाइंस होती हैं, हाँ.
रूल्स है अलग अलग हाई कोर्ट्स में, दिस लॉट्स टू रीड एंड लॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड. So when you read a quote, then I guess you'll see.
हाँ, one very important thing I will tell you, वो जो कि मुझे एक internship में somebody told was, while we're learning, don't go so much into the procedure, okay? Don't try to, अगर वो सामने से तुम्हें पूछने लगे कि कैसे फाइल करोगे जी, वहां पे एक फाइलिंग का वो होता है, इस ऑफिस में जाता है, don't try to learn the procedure. Try to understand how to gauge a legal proposition, okay? Don't go into कि साइन ऐसा है, पेपर वहां है. No, what is written is what is important, okay? So that's all I think I really have to say, unless you people have any questions or Afreen has something to say.
Rado,
Also-
I would, yeah, only please.
ऑल्सो प्रोसीजर पे ध्यान रखना, जैसे स्टार्टिंग में मतलब एटलीस्ट जो हम करते हैं वो तो हमेशा ऑल्सो लाइक आई मीन हम लोग तो हमेशा यही करते हैं कि पहले ही बता देते हैं कि पहला सेशन फ्री होगा, सो दैट क्या नाम है उस चीज के इश्यूज ना आ जाए कि ठीक है वो बंदा ऐसे हेजिटेंट फ्री है. ऑल्सो लाइक इट एक्ट्स लाइक अ ब्राउनी पॉइंट फॉर यू. जैसे तुम बताओगे कि हाँ तुम्हारा पहला सेशन फ्री आ रहा है, तो दी अदर पर्सन फील्स मोर कंफर्टेबल अराउंड यू एंड ही फील्स कि ठीक है आई कैन डू दिस, तो उसका भी एक ब्राउनी पॉइंट तुम्हें मिल जाएगा, तो वो चीज ऐसे कर सकते हो. उसके अलावा हमेशा ध्यान रखना स्टार्टिंग से तुम्हें मतलब जो स्टार्टिंग का बेसिक प्रोसीजर है वो ये है इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद में उससे पूछो कि हाउ डू यू रेफर
Procedure ना मतलब somebody come back to me, I will make like a better flow chart or something and I can send. I will happily do that. हाँ, बाकी अपनी मर्जी होती है, तुम्हें जैसे रेगुलेट करना है अपनी मर्जी है.
There are just certain essentials that you have to talk about. जैसे इन लोगों ने confidentiality की बात करी, conflict of interest की बात करी, fee की बात करी, वकालतनामा. So there are certain essentials that you have to mention. वो mention करना है, कैसे करना है, आगे पीछे, that depends on you and your counsel, the comfort you have between yourselves and the circumstances at hand.
हाँ, don't over, जैसे अभी मैं इसके ऊपर बोलना शुरू हो गई, ये मत करना, कभी नहीं करना है. ये बहुत is very important to note. Like what I and Omir used to do is tap on each other, probably on their thighs, but weirdly, okay, yeah, they didn't see us do that, but we did that. But just like ensure that you're not एक दूसरे के ऊपर नहीं बोल रहे हो, questions repeat नहीं कर रहे हो, आपस में लड़ते हुए नहीं लगने चाहिए.
ये तो ऑनलाइन में तो तब भी हो सकता है. हाँ, ऑनलाइन में तो तब भी मतलब ऑनलाइन में यू हैव टू अकोमोडेट अकॉर्डिंगली, बट उधर तो तुम लोग बिल्कुल ये अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हो ऐसे, या फिर वो नहीं कर रहे तो ऐसे एक वो कर लो, एक छोटी सी
ऐसे कोहनियां नहीं मारनी है, ठीक है, just
and then we even sync in one line, like we are all saying the same thing. हम एक ही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, हम एक ही चीज कर रहे हैं. ये नहीं एक काउंसिल बोल रहा है नहीं एडीआर कर लेते हैं, दूसरा काउंसिल कह रहा है नहीं नहीं हम तो कोर्ट जाएंगे, तो ऑब्वियसली सिंक में नहीं है. यू हैव टू gel with whatever the other person is saying and just flow with that.
ऑल्सो अगर डिडक्शन केस ये हो जाए कि मान लो सपोजिटली जैसे मैं बैठा हूँ और मैं कुछ गलत बोलने लग जाऊँ और पल्लवी मैम कुछ के माइंड में कुछ और चल रहा है, तो यू कांट जस्ट कट मी ऑफ. तुम्हें क्या करना होगा कि जब ये हो जाए उसके बाद में यू जस्ट कम आउट एंड टेल
कंसल्टेशन में कि भाई तूने ऐसा बोल दिया था, फिर भी कवर अप कर सकते हो, लेकिन उसने कुछ और लाइन ले ली और वो क्या बोल रहा है बे ऐसे, नो नथिंग लाइक दैट, नॉट गोइंग.
वैसे बॉडी लैंग्वेज अपनी ठीक रखना और बॉडी लैंग्वेज स्टिफ रखना सबसे इम्पोर्टेंटली. यहाँ तो ऐसे हम लोग कैसे बैठ जाते हैं पर वहां पे ऐसे
yes, because हो सकता है कि maybe जैसे I give a bad idea and then let's say Omri comes up with a better idea, so he can say कि हाँ I'm hearing what you're saying, but it's just coming to my mind कि maybe we can also follow this track, and when I hear it I'm like oh हाँ this is way better than what I thought. I'm like हाँ Omri advocate, you're right, हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं. Me being the co-counsel with Omri, so मतलब मैं मतलब पल्लवी मैम जैसे इस so yeah. So if any of you, if the both of you have any other things, any other suggestions,
I'm sure तुम सब बढ़िया स्मार्ट बच्चे हो, मस्त करोगे तुम लोग. आयरलैंड जाना, फोटो भेजना मेरे को, ठीक है.
इस बार जैसे वेल्स में हो रहा है, so they're doing it in Wales.
हाँ भी हो रहा है, वहाँ जाओ, ठीक है, मस्त होएगा. कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो.
हाँ, so if Pallavi ma'am and Omveer you don't have anything else अभी के लिए, तो फिर what we can do is Omveer if you have anything, वरना तो we can just yeah, so we'll just open the floor to questions. हाँ Omveer.
हाँ वही मैं बोल रहा था.
Yeah, so we'll open the floor to questions. You guys can ask questions, and secondly, you can also give your suggestions. Maybe we could have followed this course rather than जो आपने solutions दिए, we could have followed this. So if you have any creative ideas or solutions or questions, we're opening the floor to that.
Also ये कि ये क्योंकि आपने यहाँ पे ये कर सकते तो वो चीज भी
या भाई गलत सोल्यूशन बता दिया मैम, आपकी डिग्री ना वापस ले लीजिए, whatever. Yeah, tell us.
मैम shall I go ahead?
हाँ जी बोलो.
मैम सो यहाँ पे जो हमारे क्लाइंट थे शी वॉज वेरी कूल विद अस राइट सो लाइक जो उनका बैकग्राउंड था वो बिल्कुल क्लीन था बट सपोज इफ सम क्लाइंट कम्स और उन्होंने पीछे मतलब पीछे उन्होंने कुछ किया है लाइक दैट इज नॉट यू नो एंटायरली राइट सो लाइक हाउ डू यू डील विद द मोरालिटी और एथिकल इश्यूज विद दैट एंड ऑल्सो हाउ डू यू हेल्प योर क्लाइंट कवर अप दैट कैन
I think you're still at the very initial of a lot of things. Understand everybody needs to be heard. Everybody has not only has the right to go to the court, but it's important कि अगर तुम्हें अंदर से ये भी फील होता है कि भाई ये तो रेप करके आया है इसको तो जेल जाना चाहिए, even for that person to go to the jail, somebody has to represent them. ठीक है, take that issue out of you. ठीक है, don't think कि उसने कुछ गलत किया है. कभी कभी ये भी हो सकता है कि बहुत गलत करने के बावजूद भी शायद वो अपने बारे में बहुत गलत सोच रहा है और उतना गलत उसने किया भी नहीं है, राइट? सो आई थिंक इतनी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. Just think about it that everybody, I think this is very important. In the first initial 2-3 years of my law college also, I had to make peace with the fact that everybody needs to be heard. Going to the court, going through this procedure is very important. So I think that should answer your question. I hope I have answered your question. Also, you look like that hacker man, meme man. I'm so sorry I'm into memes. You completely looked like the entire time. I was so distracted.
Ma'am, you could have told me. I would have switched off my camera.
Although I have, Umbi, please go.
Yeah, I think when you are talking about this now, one thing that you need to understand is that, I mean, who are we to judge? At the end of the day, the justice, I mean, the court is going to judge. Secondly, you are sitting as a lawyer. अब एक डॉक्टर के पास अगर एक बंदा कैंसर लेके आ रहा है उसको पता है फाइनल स्टेज में, that doesn't mean ना कि उसके ऊपर ट्राई ना करे. You can still try. अगर तुम उसको ट्राई नहीं करोगे, उसको तुम हेल्प वहाँ पे नहीं करना चाहोगे, just because the fact कि तुम्हें लग रहा है कि वो ethically मतलब उसका केस वीक है या कुछ है, शॉप कभी नहीं चलेगी यार.
Believe in the reformation. Believe that punishment can actually reform people. This person has to go through this. He's accepting it. Often, मतलब ये भी तो सोचो that he's come to you, is accepting it is a big thing.
And
yes, ma'am.
I add one thing here, Manvi, which is the fact that मेरी भी एक session में in the competition, I had a session where there was this one person जिसकी storyline इस तरीके से जा रही थी कि he had a daughter and she was in love with somebody else and the boy has he's probably my client जो बैठा था मेरे सामने, it just seemed the way in that story that he's probably kidnapped the boy and he's kept his girl locked up. So this was the entire story and वो जिस तरह से story बता रहा था, this is how it was coming off and I just felt even inside me I was thinking कि अगर ये actual client भी होता not in a competition, how would I really save him? So then it came to my head कि मान लेते I have to save him somehow. So then I should ask such questions जो थोड़ा और information elicit कर सकते हैं. And eventually जब और information हमने fact finding करी, we realized that he was not the one who had probably kidnapped the guy, but it was his nephew or somebody else. So he wasn't really at fault. And client counselings में they're going to twist and turn things and they're going to expect you to find the facts. So that's what the entire thing is about. So don't go with preconceived notions. Also, don't go and try and answer questions for your client or fill his head with ideas. But if he has any ideas, try and extract them. So,
okay, so Ranjul says that there is a time limit and what if they keep bombarding you with questions? So the thing is, मैंने जैसे पहले भी बोला that they have a client, another best client competition going on, तो वो नहीं करेंगे ऐसा, ठीक है? They try to keep themselves low. अगर वो तुम्हें questions पे questions पूछे जा रहे हैं, that most probably that is happening because you are not managing it well. So just try to understand what is important, वो वाली चीजें करो. And if they're bombarding you with questions, at one point probably you can say that these are technical issues and maybe you do not need the knowledge of it. ऐसा नहीं, उसे ये नहीं फील करना तुम इतना डम हो कि भाई मैं तुम्हारे से लीगल चीजें नहीं डिस्कस करूंगा, ठीक है? But you can say कि जैसे it came up with me, I and Afreen did not need to discuss the trust thing. But I did try to handle it by saying that this is not required for you, but we'll still tell you because we'd like to keep you informed. So एक तरह से उसे भी हिंट दो, नज करके समझ जाते हैं लोग, ऐसा नहीं है. हाँ जी, who else has a question?
Also, I mean, Ranjul, the thing with you is कि एक पहली चीज ये है कि you can't be using legal language. अगर तू legal language use करेगा तो सीधी बात है तेरे ऊपर.
हाँ, सही बात है. तुम वकालतनामा बोलोगे, इस तरह के शब्द बोलोगे, वो ऐसे पटाखे की तरह फटने लग पड़ते हैं.
फिर दो, और अगर तुम कोई लीगल टर्म है जो तुम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते हो तो उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन रेडी रखो 2 लाइन के अंदर. वकालतनामा क्या है? सर आप मुझे साइन कर रहे हो लॉयर के तौर पे, खत्म बात वहीं पे, ठीक है? नॉन कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी क्या है, सर हम आपकी बातें किसी को नहीं बताएंगे, बात वहीं पे खत्म। ठीक है, सिर्फ इतनी ऐसे अपने ऑल्टरनेटिव्स याद रखो कि जहां पे तुम्हें लीगल टर्म यूज करना पड़ रहा है वहां पे तुम उसको कैसे एक्सप्लेन करोगे, तो वो हो गया। और बाकी लीगल टर्म्स यूज मत करो उसके सामने, डू नॉट गेट इनटू लीगल इंट्रिकेसीज एंड ऑलवेज साउंड पोलाइट टू हिम। मतलब ये मत करना कि अच्छा ठीक है वो तुमसे कुछ पूछ रहा है और तुम उसको कह रहे हो कि नहीं नहीं मैं तो बताऊंगा ही नहीं, अरे तुझे क्या समझ आएगा, ऐसे मत करना। बट जस्ट टेल हिम सर वी कैन टेल यू दिस, बट ऐसे क्या नाम है, इट इज बेटर फॉर यू टू नॉट नो, वी विल हैंडल दिस आउट फॉर यू, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट, हम इसीलिए तो बैठे हैं सर।
Sometimes clients also go bilingual, they start talking in Hindi. ऐसे होता नहीं, but it's happened sometimes बीच में, तो but just don't do that. You don't do that.
हाँ ओके और कोई
That's also like Kulpreet ma'am's elims ना, बीच में पंजाबी में बोलना शुरू कर दिया, बच्चा भी पंजाबी में आंसर कर रहा है, मैंने कहा नहीं नहीं यार ये नहीं करना।
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी
Ma'am, I may sound a bit silly, but ma'am, I have a
I'm
question
sorry.
here. Ma'am, if Afreen ma'am would have been a very rich client and she would have said ki I'm ready to spend as much money as you want करके, and the other party would have been kind of मतलब उतना ज़्यादा money वाला नहीं, तो फिर morally and ethically if I suggest कि take up mediation, मतलब just a suggestion, बट आई नो कि माई क्लाइंट इज रेडी टू स्पेंड मतलब जितना भी मनी हो सकता है, तो मैम उस टाइम पे मेरे मार्क्स कटेंगे मतलब एज अ लॉयर?
कंचन द थिंग इज हमारे को ये प्रोसीजर क्यों कराते हैं, वो बताना चाहते हैं कि हम ऐसे लोगों को, ऐसे बच्चों को आगे ले जाएं जो कि लीगल प्रोसीजर का वेट कम करें। एक क्लाइंट कंसल्टेशन कंपटीशन ये बहुत हाफ ध्यान रखता है, एथिकली वो आपको ऐसे ट्रेन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कोर्ट में केस मत लेके जाओ, ठीक है। सो इसीलिए फॉर द पर्पसेस ऑफ दिस, रियल लाइफ में कोई मीडिएशन सजेस्ट नहीं करता भाई, सब यही बोलते हैं कि वो कोई पर्पस सॉल्व नहीं करता और ये तो करना ही मत। एट मैक्स कोई लॉ, कोई फैमिली इशू होगा तो शायद ये कोई बोल भी सकता है, वरना नोबडी सजेस्ट। व्हाट दे से जनरली इज एन आर्बिट्रेशन, बिकॉज दैट इज टू मच मनी, दैट्स गुड मनी, दैट इज होटलों में खाना, दैट इज स्विमिंग पूल्स, ठीक है। सो but for the purposes of this competition, this is a very good question, probably we skipped on that, ki they really want you to harp on the fact that we can settle this outside court and let's not take it to the court. So always suggest it.
Okay.
And अगर तुम्हें महंगा क्लाइंट है तो आर्बिट्रेशन सजेस्ट कर दे, ठीक है, मीडिएशन मत सजेस्ट कर, तो आर्बिट्रेशन सजेस्ट कर दे, पर कुछ ना कुछ ऑल्टरनेट जिसमें कोर्ट ना, प्रॉपर कोर्ट नहीं जाना पड़े, वो वाली चीज सजेस्ट करो।
बट वो मत करना अगर तुम्हारा क्लाइंट बहुत ज्यादा क्लियर है इस चीज के ऊपर कि नहीं मेरे को तो उनको कोर्ट में ही लेके जाना है और मेरे को तो उनको सू करना है, मुझे उनको लेसन सिखाना है। उस केस में एक बार बोलना, मानता है ठीक है, नहीं मानता तो उसको बताओ ठीक है सर हम आपको कोर्ट ले जाएंगे। हाँ बोलना जरूरी है, और बोलने का क्यों जरूरी है क्योंकि वहां पे पॉइंट्स होते हैं फॉर सजेस्टिंग ऑल्टरनेटिव लीगल रेमेडी, फॉर सजेस्टिंग ऑल्टरनेटिव लीगल रेमेडीज, और उसके पास क्या क्या ऑप्शन है।
हाँ, इससे तुम केस हंग्री नहीं लगने चाहिए कि तुम्हारे पास केसेस ही नहीं है तो तुम जो आया गया। वो आज ही मैं केस देख रही थी, we're handling some matters, that money was already paid, we had already paid 15 lakhs, the opposing counsel has फालतू में sent a case which has been paid 6 months back. You should not seem case hungry, no, कि ये तो भाई चाहता है कि बस केस ही केस फाइल होते रहे। So उस तरह से, you know, again the hold your horses thing, जाएंगे घर जाएंगे right, like, okay.
And the other thing, as was suggested पहले कि you know, then make your own fee structure. So when you make such a fee structure, तो उसमें जैसे the one that I used to follow is मैं उसमें अलग-अलग slab रखती थी कि a very very poor client, okay middle class, okay high class, okay शाहरुख खान आ गया, ठीक है। So then when they ask questions, जैसे at the very end of the consultation जो हम लोग अपना feedback discuss कर रहे थे, उसमें उर्वी ने और मैम ने दोनों ने कहा था कि we have not really talked about how much the trust earns and all of that, right? So when you understand the financial position of the other person, you can quote a fee according to that, but then it also has to sound reasonable. So if let's say with your very very rich client shows up, if you're asking 1 lakh per hearing also, but you're justifying it, at the end if you're able to justify it, then there's no problem. You can ask for 10 lakhs also, but don't sound unreasonable कि 10 lakh actually मांग रहे हो, मतलब I'm just giving you a hypothetical. So keeping the client's financial position in mind, you do ask for money उसी हिसाब से. That's what he said ना कि income tax slab के हिसाब से अपना वो बना लो. That's what they were saying. And that's also the smart thing to do. मतलब अगर तुम किसी middle class आदमी से बहुत पैसे मांग रहे हो या बहुत अमीर से बहुत ही कम पैसे मांग रहे हो, वो भी थोड़ा off लगता है सुनने में.
और कोई?
Ma'am, yeah.
हाँ जी बोलो.
Ma'am, this could be a very stupid question, but I just couldn't help
What
asking.
apology? Nobody is stupid. Come on.
So it's like you were asking Afriman questions, and she was just making things up along the way. But in a proper competition, like, is the client given, let's say, proper script or certain pointers that what you can say or how much you could, like what information can you just make up from your side, or
जैसे
because
वो hints
everything depends on what questions you'll be asking, right?
hints वाली वो नहीं होती जिसमें डॉट डॉट्स होते हैं. You've seen often they tell you कि make up a story. So it's something like that. उन्हें थोड़ी चीजें बताते हैं, कुछ चीजें they can tell. ठीक है. अब ऐसा नहीं है that मतलब what are you wearing today अगर कोई पूछ ले तो ये नहीं कि अरे मेरी स्क्रिप्ट पे तो था ही नहीं. तो ठीक ठाक गुड एक्टर्स who can build a story. मतलब उन्हें बता देते कि तुम्हारा नाम आफरीन है तो आफरीन can imagine कि मेरे बच्चे हैं कि नहीं है. आफरीन can put that up. So that. Is that enough? Do you want more?
I think, yeah, there is this question.
Somebody is asking about the fee. Okay. What's with the fee? Like, are there marks in it too? And of course, man, there is marks. You think you're getting, you're going to fill your tummy by not ever asking for money? They're trying, this competition is actually trying to make you a good lawyer, okay? To fill your tummy and redress the person. है ना? तो of course there has to be marks, पर unreasonable पैसे मत पूछो बस.
And she is asked
to hire you. Nobody denies to hire you generally. Nobody denies to hire you generally. But in case they want to, you can say, yeah, you're completely free. But बस वही मत, वो see again like a good date. I will not stop saying this. अगर कोई बोले कि मुझे तुम बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं हो, अगर सोचो तुम मैट्रिमोनी एड से मिले हो और वो तुम शादी के लिए मिलने आए थे और उसमें मुझे तुमसे शादी नहीं करनी तो तुम उसे प्लीज शादी कर लो, ऐसे तो नहीं बोलोगे ना. You'll be like, हाँ, you're free, you're a person in this country, fundamental rights, go choose, go happily choose.
I mean, just tell them कि क्या नाम है, आप हमें हायर कर सकते हो, हम आपको वकालतनामा देते हैं. 2 बार वकालतनामा की बात उठा दो, अगर वो नहीं साइन कर रहा है ठीक है, वकालतनामा जो तुम्हारे सामने हो रहा है वही जज के सामने भी हो रहा है. जज को मार्क्स देने हैं, तुम्हें सच में पैसे नहीं मिल रहे हैं वहां पे, ये मत सोचना जरा सच में तुम्हें पैसे मिल रहे हैं वहां पे. So do not be as desperate as lawyers are. ठीक है.
And the other thing is that, and the other thing is like even in the middle of the session, यहाँ पे भी बोला था, like even Omveer ma'am and ma'am had mentioned कि we're the best at what we do, we know what we're doing. These are the things जो तुम्हारे client को push करेगा, encourage करेगा to actually hire you. So in case they say ऐसे तो no client will come and say कि no, I don't want you. The most they can say is कि we'll think about it. Exactly. So that's the most that they'll say, and then you can say, "Ha, you're definitely more than welcome to." And we're the best at what we do. If there's anybody in this city who can solve this, it is us. And with that information, you may do as you choose.
कोई बड़ा रूड हुए तो तुम ये पूछ सकते हो कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है, नो, कि उसको जज को भी लगे कि they're trying to learn from themselves कि something that tick them off all together. पर मतलब ऐसे कुछ नहीं, desperate होने की जरूरत नहीं है. हाँ ठीक है, okay, fine, हमारे पास तो clients ही clients हैं.
So you guys have to be witty. अब जैसे there was this one point जहाँ पे आफरीन was saying ना कि अरे you guys have impressed me. तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि तुम लोग सिर्फ और सिर्फ काम के ऊपर ध्यान दो. अगर आफरीन ने बोला है कि हाँ you guys have impressed me, then you need to acknowledge that part and you need to say कि था ठीक है. या फिर ऐसे ही आफरीन is coming and saying कि भाई ऐसे I hit the rock bottom of my life, जब मेरा ऐसे एक्सीडेंट हुआ था, मेरा तो सब कुछ लुट गया, मेरी तो जिंदगी खराब है. तो तुम्हें उसको कंसोल करने की जरूरत है कि हाँ ठीक है आफरीन, आगे भी इसके लाइफ है, ऐसे है वैसे है. You need to tell her point. ठीक है, ऐसे मत करना कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसकी लीगल पॉइंट प्रॉब्लम्स को सुन रहे हो, इमोशनल चीजों को भी उसको देखो.
हाँ जी. और
anything else?
Is there anybody who would like to suggest any alternative approach to the entire problem? कि मैम वैसे हमें तो उसको पिटवा देना चाहिए था दूसरे बंदे को, something on those lines. Any alternative approach?
Also हाँ, अगर तुम्हारा क्लाइंट तुम्हारे पास आके बोलते हैं ना कि सर मेरे को तो ऐसे टेररिस्ट अटैक करना है या ऐसे मेरे को ये करना है, तो उस सिचुएशन में ऐसे उसका साथ मत देना कि हाँ ठीक है आप टेररिस्ट अटैक हाँ ठीक है, ये सारी चीजों में ऐसे गलत कामों में साथ मत देना प्लीज. ठीक है, क्योंकि हो सकता है ऐसे कभी कोई बहुत वियर्ड क्लाइंट आता है.
एंड इसके बारे में जो हमारी एविडेंस एक्ट है व्हिच टॉक्स अबाउट अटॉर्नी क्लाइंट प्रिविलेज, उसमें भी ये लिखा हुआ है कि अटॉर्नी क्लाइंट प्रिविलेज अप्लाइज टू एवरीथिंग, एंड दिस आई जस्ट गिव यू द जस्ट एवरीथिंग ऑफ द पास्ट. So if this guy has committed a rape or even if he's done a terrorist attack, जैसे याकूब मेमन या कोई भी, So those guys will also get counsels. They'll also get legal help. But attorney-client privilege does not apply when a person is about to commit a crime. So if he's coming and confessing, कल मैं बम फोड़ने वाला हूँ जाकर, then you are not covered under attorney-client privilege. कि अब मैं नहीं बताऊंगी क्योंकि attorney-client मैं तो बता ही नहीं सकती. No, it doesn't cover the crimes which may be committed in the future. If you read that section in the Evidence Act, you'll see it. You'll see it there.
Also अगर ऐसा हो जाता है ना, तो क्लाइंट को समझाओ कि सर आपको ऐसा नहीं करना है. उसके अंदर थोड़ा दिमाग डालने की कोशिश करो. ये नहीं कि था टेररिस्ट अटैक करने वाला, हाँ सर जाओ करो प्लीज, ये ऐसा मत करना. थोड़ा उसको समझाने की भी कोशिश करना अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो. या फिर ऐसे कोई आके तुमको बोल रहा है कि अरे उसने मेरे साथ ऐसे मेरी प्रॉपर्टी मारने वाला हूँ.
कॉमन सेंस वाली बातें हैं, कुछ बहुत बढ़िया तो वो नहीं है. कॉमन सेंस वाली बातें हैं, बस प्रूडेंट पर्सन वाली एक लॉजिक है जो पूरे लॉ में चलती रहती है और कुछ नहीं.